So for today's correction, starting with Emily. Earlier, we were talking about the something table topic, maybe, and you said, "I know the news." Oh, we were talking about the CEO of the chicken brand. Yeah, right. Yeah. And you said, "I know the news." So, I know the news as a sentence by itself is okay, but that's not the natural way that we would say it. I would suggest, I've heard about this. Yeah, I've heard about this. You said, in my house, if I am alone, I often sing music and listening to music. When I'm alone, I often sing or listen to music. Sometimes I don't know who is the upstairs and next door person is singing with me. Sometimes maybe my mysterious neighbor, sounds so like charming. My mysterious neighbor sings with me. Also, you said, I attended many kinds of concerts from now on. I have attended many kinds of concerts and then just stop. No, from now on. From now on is usually like from now and into the future. So I have attended many kinds of concerts. Just kind of change the tense a little bit. And then last, because I wanted to remind all of you, when you had mentioned black market tickets, the people that sell those tickets illegally, kind of like, black market, they're called scalpers. Yeah, scalpers.
How's the spell?
SCALPERS, scalpers. And the verb is scalping tickets. They're scalping tickets. So they buy it and then they sell it illegally. And then the noun, the people, scalpers. Yeah. Jihan, he make a concert every per month. So this is kind of strange sounding, but when people have a concert, often we say that they throw a concert. It's not like they're really throwing it, but you throw a concert, you throw a party. So he throws a concert every month. Yeah. I prepared sometimes. When I traveled to Japan, I booked a hotel in this day, and the next night I booked tomorrow hotel. I am prepared sometimes. Other times I'm spontaneous. I wanted to add that so you could be clear. I am prepared sometimes, but when I travel, I'm spontaneous. You could say it like that. Spontaneous means that you do something kind of unplanned instantly on the spot. So I'm a prepared person, but when I travel, I like to be spontaneous. So if I travel to Japan, I book a hotel on the same day that I arrive, or on the same day as arrival. And I book the next hotel on the next day. For Cynthia, so you were describing the chart pitch. You said this chart show when people pay for DJs and the amount of each event. You can actually combine that into just one subject. So the chart shows how much people pay for DJs for each type of event. So you could just say each type of event if you want to be more specific. So this chart shows how much people pay for DJs for each type of event. Next, you said sometimes I'm waving. You were talking about like you might like kind of dance or something whenever you're listening to music that you really like. There's an expression for that called get into the groove. Sometimes I get into the groove. It was actually a Madonna song, get into the groove. And then like it turned into an expression. This is from the 80s, but like through the 90s and so on, it would be like, or maybe this expression came in the 60s. I don't know. It's an expression that people use a lot. So whenever you're really getting into a song and you really like it and you find yourself dancing alone, you're getting into the groove. In fact, it's also an expression for if you're really focused on your work, because it's the same. You're focused on the music so much, you're really absorbing it and your body's moving to it. When you're really focused into your work and you're doing really well, and you have a good system going on or a good process, we also call it getting into the groove. So like if you start a new job and then it's kind of hard at first, and then like a week later you figure it out and it gets a lot easier, and people are asking, oh, how are you doing? Oh, I'm really getting into the groove nowadays. It's like I'm really getting into it. So it's the same for music. You were talking about the Psy concert. You said it was raining, but people were jumping, which is completely fine grammatically. So don't feel like this is a correction, but it's more like a suggestion of something that would be more natural, because we don't really say like that. So the crowd was electric. The crowd was full of energy. The crowd was on fire. These are all like words that have a lot more enthusiasm for that describe the crowd. Or you can say the crowd was very enthusiastic. Yeah, very simple. When I was asking about are you a prepared person, you said, I feel like I'm on the middle of two guys. I feel like I can relate to both of them a little. So I feel like I can relate to both of them. And then you said when you travel and visit foods under the limit of budget, I have food, or I eat food, or I eat at places. Maybe I eat at places. I eat at places within a certain price range, is what you mean. Yeah. Unless you're trying to budget like, just ramen every day, that's different. That's like a real budget. But in this case, maybe you mean like a price range. Maybe you'll spend, 10,000 won per meal or something like that. That's a price range. Kind of a budget a little bit, but still a price range. So, you could say like, 10,000 to 15,000 won or something. And then I don't remember. I just believe myself and let myself do my best. I don't try to memorize everything, but I try to be confident or have self-confidence. And that's our corrections for today. Thank you very much.